Welcome to the Intermediate Voyager Circulation tutorial. In this video, I'll show you how to do holds, search course reserves, and send items to mending. At our library, any patron can request that an item be placed on hold for them. This usually happens because someone else has checked out the item and this patron wishes to use it as soon as it's been returned. A patron may also request a hold if we already have the item in the library and they want us to keep it at circulation until they can come pick it up. So to place a hold, start by coming to the item button here and search for the item. So if you have the item with you, you can scan in the barcode. If not, you can search for the item. Okay, highlight the title and then click OK. If the item has multiple titles, like this one, make sure you select the correct volume. So let's say our patron really wants volume 10 of Kitchen Princess. You'll then come up here to the book with the plus sign that says Place Request and click on that. If the patron is with you, you can scan their barcode. If not, click on the ellipsis and search for them. Make sure that the request type is hold and then click OK. You'll get this notification saying that you've done it correctly. Then when the item is returned and discharged, this item block will pop up saying that the item has an outstanding hold or recall request. Click OK. Once you click OK, it will send a piece of paper to the circulation printer with the patron's name and their barcode number along with the item barcode and name. You'll fold this paper 3 ways hot dog style and then in half hamburger style. Put it at the top of the item and then file the item alphabetically by patron's last name on the hold shelf. Once you've done that, make sure you email the patron letting them know that the item has been returned. The next portion of our video is searching course reserves. Every semester, some professors select certain library items to place on reserve for their course. Students can then come to the circulation desk to check out the item. The standard loan period for a reserve item is usually 2 hours. The item can only be used in the library unless otherwise specified by the professor. This enables the student to have access to the material without having to buy a pricey textbook. So to search course reserves, you'll come up here to the reserve button. There are several ways that you can search course reserves, the easiest of which is to search by the professor's last name. Select list name and then type in the professor's last name. Some professors have several lists as they've been using course reserves for quite a while, so make sure you select the correct class. Highlight the correct class and click OK. All of the items on reserve for the class will be displayed here with the title, barcode, call number, and location. What you'll do is get the call number and write it down or remember it if you have a really good memory, and then go to the reserve shelves and pull the item. Reserve items are checked out normally to the patron, but the loan periods are slightly different. You can see here in the item type that this item is reserved to hour not to leave the library. If the item says not to leave on it, make sure that you do not desensitize the item when you hand it to the patron. This ensures that if they happen to forget and walk out of the library with it, we'll know what's happening. So that's how you search through the course reserves. It's a lot easier than going to the reserve shelf and just seeing if you can find the title. The last portion of our video is sending an item to mending. Sometimes you'll be up in the stacks or someone will return an item and it's worn and torn or the disc doesn't work or has water damage or something's just wrong with it. If that happens, you need to get a mending slip from behind the circulation desk. It's a yellow piece of paper that says Action Request on it. You'll fill out the date, your initials, and then the reason why you're sending the item to mending. Before you can send the item downstairs to Mary Beth, you have to go through a certain process in the Voyager circulation system. you'll come up to charge, and then in the barcode, click the ellipsis. And for last name, type mending. This is one of our pseudo patrons. Then you'll scan the item. And this lets us know where exactly the book is. Sometimes people will send items down to mending and they're not checked out, so we don't really know what happens to them until they're returned to circulation. And that could take a week, 2 weeks, who knows how long. So then our book's missing, and that's never good. Once you've checked the item out, you can put the action request slip in the item and then send it downstairs. And that's all I have for this video. Be sure to check out the other Voyager circulation tutorials that are in the module.